Bonjour et bonne rediffusion à vous YouTube. Est-ce que par hasard ce jeu serait parti ailleurs? Hop, c'est mieux comme ça. Et puis là, et puis là, et puis là. Allez, hop, bonjour YouTube, bonne rediffusion à vous. Alors on en était où là-dedans? Bonjour.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and what you're doing with that bow on your back?
C'est plein de choses à... C'est plein de...
All right then. I'll get out of your way.
Non. Oh là 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 là. Hop là. Du coup, c'est tout raté là. Parce que j'avais plein de tâches à te confier hein, quand même. Je me rappelle plus de toutes les tâches. Hop là. Tiens, toi, faut que tu te l'écorces de saule.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She needs the resin. What? Quick, give Julia. Hopefully, if that was. A what? That you and in the.
C'est mauvais.
Shame.
Faut qu'on empêche l'autre de se suicider.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your
Où est-ce que j'ai de voir?
business is that of yours. Willow bark. And finally, some I owe you one. No idea what you're talking about? Look, it's the romaine. I know, and I know.
Ah, tu es confié à l'autre, d'accord. C'est la galère parce que là j'ai plein de choses à faire du coup. Ah, je sais qu'il faut plus lui dire ça lui du coup. Salut. Tout. Toi.
Salve, friend. I'm welcome to. Ah, another. We've all. I used to. I still don't. All right. Well, it was lovely to.
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Oh no, no. Oh, P.S. What are you doing? Get back from.
That's the idea.
What?
Why do you...
I know. Please,
I'm sorry, but
please, help him. If he goes through with it, it could be. Thank you.
You know about that? Well, if you say so. You don't understand. It's too late. If I backed out now... Oh, really? That changes things a little. But we're still in... Julia and I are in debt.
Je vois, ouais.
Really?
Non, on sera y aller.
You'd do that? It seems... Thank you. Thank you. I just wish that... Ah. And there it is. All right. Scintilla and I were in love. And then, 22 days ago, she went missing. All right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolus's villa, I heard a young woman singing. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out, so once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof, just to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her, standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa. I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me, and she smiled. I knew at that moment the fates had brought me to her, and from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, I knew I'd have done anything for her. And so for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here, like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out searching for her. They said she'd vanished in the night. All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was. Scintilla was the one thing that made my life bearable. But with her gone, things unraveled quickly. You saw how bad it got. All I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life.
C'est quoi ce point là qui m'énerve?
And there's no way anybody
Il y a un
could
point
prove
sur
her
mon
under the
truc,
golden
c'est
rule.
chiant.
I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. That can only mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how, or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened? My guess? Malleolus had something to do with it. He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known. I have no idea where he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked.
Mais on a fouillé, elle est pas dedans.
And I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the golden rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things. Oh, I see. That was the only idea I had. I'll give it some more thought. Come and find me a little later. I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Bon, cette porte-là, ça ouvre toujours pas. Là, je peux pas sauter parce que vu qu'il a pas sauté, il a pas cassé le truc. Oh, je sais plus ce que j'ai à faire du coup. Ouais, j'aurais pu prendre la carte, ça aurait été bien aussi. Ici, il y avait un truc là. C'était des sous, je crois. Hop, on peut repartir. Youhou! Tout en haut, il y avait quoi déjà là? Rien de spécial. Ok, ok, je shoot pas. J'en suis dans toutes les quêtes qu'il y a aussi. Pardon. Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Bienvenue à toi, Setsuna Kyo. Pardon, ça parle un peu de la gorge, mais tout va bien. Alors, j'ai oublié d'aller voir l'autre là. Est-ce que toi je peux te dire...
What business is that of yours? A lot of people have been looking for her. But it's been 3 weeks, and we've found nothing. What makes you think you can do better? I suppose that's true.
Avez-vous remarqué quoi que ce soit de suspect avant qu'elle disparaisse?
Centilla was always a kind, well-behaved young woman. I admit, her disappearance really caught me off guard. If anyone knows something,
Il manque un petit peu de son là quand il parle lui.
Malleolus, Claudia, or Domitius. But none of them will tell me anything. You might fare better though, I suppose.
Alors...
Fine. All right. Please keep an eye out for anything that might lead us to Centilla.
Je vais remonter un peu le son, avec un peu de son. Bonjour monsieur Choubacho. Comment allez-vous? Elle a l'air... lui. Ah, ça j'ai pas vu. Sentinelle, même excrément, seule l'odeur change. Ok. C'est gentil de leur mettre ça. Oh là là.
Thank you. Thank you. I am. Domitius doesn't usually let anyone in here without a hefty tribute, so you must have been desperate to see me. Well, what do you want? Of course not. But as I always say, if Sentius can't protect his daughter, how can we trust him to protect this city?
La glace, le jacuzzi. Ouais.
Look, if you're trying to find her, you may wish to check the cisterns beneath this villa. Domitius says he saw a body there some weeks back. Of course, just to be clear, I take no responsibility for what happens to you down there.
Ouais, mais donne-moi la clé parce que je crois que je l'ai pas. Hein.
My name is Marcus Malleolus Gurgis. You seem to have confused me with someone else. You mean my heterochromia? I am guilty of nothing more than having different colored eyes.
Mais on sait que c'est toi. Normalement, j'ai pris la lettre à ta femme.
Alexander the Great had it too, as it happens. I like to think it is simply the way the gods have chosen to mark a natural-born ruler. Nothing more. Well, I am not suffering from any delusions, as
Oui,
today's
monsieur
election
Chouba.
will firmly establish. Unlikely, because it simply isn't true. Now, was there something else you wanted?
Attends, mais comment ça se fait que je l'ai la lettre à sa femme, non? Bon, ouais.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Mi. Et...
I'm not supposed to be in here. Talk. What business could you possibly have with me? The dainty little thing from next door? Of course not. As much as I despise her father, I would never lay a finger on that poor, sweet child. Well, I've had quite enough of this.
Oui, il y avait du maquillage, Chouba. Même bien avant encore.
Do I need to call Domitius?
Ok, j'ai tout foiré. Gna, 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 gna. Oh, c'est chiante. Bon, on a foutu le bazar. Fiou. La clé, elle est là. Hop. Hop. Je veux la clé. Je veux la clé. Je veux la clé. Je veux la clé. La porte, elle est là.
Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Pourquoi je vais pas?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie, I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed, and it was eating Hannibal. What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there.
Ouais, gladiateur de pacotille, quoi, hein.
Well, it's your funeral.
T'inquiète, je vais y aller. J'ai pas encore visité par là. Dégage de ma route, toi. Ouais, allez tout droit, on verra, on fera l'autre morceau après. Ah, ok, tu vas monter par là. Eh, t'es censé monter quand je te mets... Eh, monte. De l'autre côté. Ouais, de l'autre côté, ça marche plus. Ouf. Ok. Mais comment tu veux que je fasse ça, moi? Hein? Ça saute pas en plus, je crois. Ah si, ça saute. Chou, 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 chou. On a trouvé un moyen de remonter dans la citerne. Youhou. Bon, elle est enchaînée.
You? Who are you? Did he send you? Do you know you're here? You have to help me escape before that monster comes back.
Vas-y, raconte-nous ton histoire, toi.
I'm Centella. I found a way out through the gate of Horn, but it's locked. So I told him about it, and instead of helping me escape, he locked me up. He wants to keep us all here forever, or until we're turned to gold. He's a monster. You have to let me go so we can kill him and take his key.
Alors,
I don't know. He said the gods are on his side because they don't want us to escape either. Sentius, my adoptive father. Furies help me. I'll castrate and crucify him.
comment elle parle de son
There's an
beau-père?
outlet tunnel bringing water from outside the city, so it should lead us outside. The only problem is it's barred by a heavy locked gate, and he has the only key. I'm going to take that key from around his neck, even if it means cutting his throat to get it. I'm done caring about the golden rule. I just want out. Help me, and we can escape together. There won't be enough time. Just you and me. What do you say? What? No. You can't just leave me here. How can you be so heartless? It's no use. You'll never persuade him of anything. I'm telling you, he's a monster. Please. You're
Allez.
making a mistake.
Bon, cette porte-là est verrouillée, ok. T'as pas une clé qui te part là pour la déverrouiller, non? Aïe, 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 aïe. Pendant les cinématiques, ça lag. Ah, pardon. J'avais pas vu. Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce bazar? Comment ça se fait que ça lag pendant les cinématiques? Yo, ok. Ça m'a même pas fait plouf. Je suis déception là. Pourquoi ça me met les papillons? Ah, c'est pour C'est juste pour ça, peut-être. Ça lag pendant les cinématiques. Pourquoi? Pourquoi ça vous lag les cinématiques? Ah ouais. Comment je vais changer ça? Faut que je... Paramètres, je vais mettre en moins fort du coup. Qu'est-ce que je peux changer? Qualité, moyenne. Ah, on va passer en basse, hein. Voilà. Tu me diras si ça continue. On va changer ça, on verra bien. Tu me dis si t'es toujours là, monsieur Schubert. Alors, on va voir si ça continue du coup. Bon, du coup, qu'est-ce qu'on a par là? Truc à faire. En latin, auto. Sendiadef. Je sais même pas ce que ça veut dire, ok? Arrête de me regarder chelou, toi. Oh, mais ça laguait pas avant, Chouba, c'est pour ça que je m'inquiète. Oh! Par contre, du coup, fou, ça devient pixelisé, ça fait peur. Par contre, je suis déjà en train de me... Il y a une voie principale et je passe pas par la voie principale. Mais enfin bon, hein, on va faire comme d'habitude, on va fouiller puis on verra bien. Ouh là là. Tous ces petits pixels que j'ai. Créature humanoïde, émacinée et éclaboussée d'or. Elle semble s'être fait écraser en entrant dans la citerne depuis la cave plus loin. Mais comment qu'on va aller dans la caverne plus loin si on la voit pas? Hein? Non mais... Ah, ça change rien.
What now?
Ok, arrête de grogner, toi. T'envoies, je te cause.
I hope you have a good reason for flouting my... We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name? We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time.
J'ai pas l'air d'avoir de perte, je suis pas depuis tout à l'heure.
Who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
J'ai pas un logiciel en plus, non?
Seems rather brash, but all right. Why have you sought me out?
Alors, je sais ce que t'as fait à ta fille, déjà.
What are you talking about?
Of a degenerate mind.
You know, you remind me of him. Al Worth, the fellow who came through the portal before you. Come now, surely you didn't think you were the only one here who remembered everything. You see, my connection to the portal somehow preserves my memories from one loop to the next. Whether that was Proserpina's intention or a happy accident, I'll never know. But I'm surprised you hadn't noticed. Here I was thinking you were a little bit sharper than Al was. Or perhaps you're just more willing to break the rules. He was a moralistic fellow, never once compromised on his principles. And because of that fatal flaw, he relived this day many thousands of times before we finally had this conversation. I watched him come through the portal each time, always a little older, a little more disheveled, a little more haunted.
Mais c'est vraiment des chelous, celui-là.
Of it all, as you're about to, it broke him. He drank a jug of wine, tied a noose around his neck, and took his own life, just before he was shot with a golden arrow. The next time I awoke, you showed up, but you've caught up to where he was so quickly. I mean, you've lived through the day, what, 7 times? Most impressive. And yet everything you've done has been in vain, because there's no escape. Except the path that Al took, the path he wrote about on his tablet. What was it? Ah, yes. Best to take your own life now. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you going to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Because I have grown attached to all this. My title, my beautiful villa, the sun on my face, the music of birds chirping. And as long as this day keeps repeating itself, I get to enjoy it all, over and over again, for eternity. Don't you see? I have found a way to prolong my life indefinitely, to cheat death. I have become, in effect, as immortal as the gods. Can you honestly say you would not wish the same for yourself? And why would I agree to that? The only way you're getting this key is over my dead body. And if I die, I won't be able to open the portal for you again, meaning you'll have created a paradox. You see, it was my actions that brought you to this point in time.
Bonjour, Madame Chacha.
If you kill me, you'll stop me from doing so, and you being here will be an impossibility. That means if I die, you'll be flung back to your original time, having caused the deaths of everyone here.
Ah ouais, mais du coup, j'ai un
And you'll never be
décalage.
able to
En
undo.
plus.
Is that what you want?
Elle est folle. Elle va tout me laisser faire. Tous me les faire. Du coup, il y a un gros décalage avec le... Avec les... Madame Chacha a craqué aujourd'hui, voilà. J'ai oublié les coins. Si on a une qui était arrivée, je me serais fait disputer, tiens. Pourquoi tu me mets pas ce que je veux, toi? Comment va Madame Chacha?
You might want to think that through. If anyone so much as touches me,
Ouais, il y a un gros décalage, mais c'est parce que j'ai eu un petit souci. On va essayer, mais... Oui, il y a eu un gros décalage, Chacha, et il y a eu des petits soucis de lag apparemment. Mais je vais essayer de continuer là, il me reste un petit quart d'heure, 20 minutes. On va continuer, et puis je relancerai à la pause le jeu.
you and your pathetic morality. Nobody cares about your opinions or what happens, where you're from, least of all, me. Understand that to me, you've never been anything more than a useful idiot, and you're no longer...
Non mais je t'en prie, vas-y. Comment il me parle?
I certainly hope not. In fact, I want it to go on and on forever until you wither and die like Al did, and the gods send yet another useful idiot to extend my life for me. What are you going to do? Beg the gods for help? They don't care about you, and neither do I. Now, get out of my villa. I'm bored with you. I thought I told you to get out of my villa. I'm bored with you.
Ah ouais, mais du coup, attends... Georgius, là, Georgius, t'es le tailleur, Georgius, il me semble, attends. Georgius, c'est toi? Ouais, c'est toi, Georgius. Oui, bah, vas-y, Georgius.
I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very well. Ask me what you will.
Une plaque grecque, parce que
My name is Georgios, yet they do. I am at first.
Je t'ai déjà eu 50 fois cette conversation. Mais pourquoi je l'ai... Attends, mais... Attends, est-ce que je peux aller remettre les plaques sur les obélisques, hein? Parce que comme ça me validera les cakes. L'obélisque. Ouais, je cours, t'inquiète. L'obélisque, l'obélisque. L'obélisque, il est là-haut, je crois. L'obélisque. Tic, 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 tic. Et obélisque. Et ma gun. Donc. Du coup, ça me fait des quêtes en moins. C'est bon? Et vous êtes un petit peu là. Moi, je me suis celle-là. Il n'y avait pas une corde par là quelque part. Là. Youhou! Find me. Ouais, mais un de ces jours, je te finderai quelque part. Piou, 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 piou. Du pognon. Est-ce que par hasard t'es en train de te planter là? Oui. Oui, 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 non, oui, oui, non, oui, non. Youhou! On va aller où maintenant? Le grec. Non, salam. Salam, t'as rien de plus.
All right, friend. Thanks for the chat.
Greetings and salutations. Hello again, my sartorial friend. What is on your mind? I knew this day would come. I do not wish to lie. Please, let us... Very well. For several months now, each day. The offering, it is symbolic, you see. It is never eaten. So, strangers. Nothing when I...
Vas-y, je crois que je sais ce que j'ai à faire, du coup, je l'appelle que j'ai... Le plan de Déméter, c'était... Déméter, celui-là? Non, l'autre là-bas. Temple de Déméter. Oh oui, j'ai oublié de l'aider, elle. Alors. N'entrez pas là-dedans. Faites-moi confiance, sinon elle va te tomber sur la tronche. Ouais, je vais aller chez Déméter. C'est là Déméter. C'est là Déméter. Hop. Hop, 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 hop. Mais je croyais l'avoir fait tout ça.
Come and join me by the fire. Welcome, welcome. May I ask your name? I was indeed, but we've never met before, have we? I'm sure I would have remembered. Blessed Lissa, am I losing?
Non, déjà t'inquiète, on a déjà eu 3 heures de...
Oh, that's a relief. For a moment, I thought it was I who was touched by madness. I enjoyed our chat, but please, keep my presence here a secret, yes?
D'accord. L'autre. Je me suis planté de chemin, c'était pas celui-là. Alors comment aussi... Mais... Mais non, mais j'ai déverrouillé. Maintenant, il reste plus qu'à y aller. Monsieur l'Égyptien, je sais que tu es gentil et que tu vas pas me buter. Pourquoi j'ai pas la plaque grecque? Ah, elles sont revenues, elles. J'ai visé à côté. Waouh, quelle posture, toi? Mais c'était ça fait tout ça. On va pas, après je pourrais pas te tuer. Arrête de bouger.
Stop. Do not come any closer. Who are you? I am Kabash. And let me guess. Another... To what end? That is welcome news. I was planning to return it myself, but for now, I must hear. Now, as for the other plaque. Indeed, I have it right here. I stumbled across a collection of dusty curiosity. I cannot. In fact,
Si,
I am
donne-la
about
moi.
to destroy it. Because it speaks a treacherous, blasphemous lie.
Mais non.
I will tell you, but indeed, and I see what has been as when they even.
On a déjà eu cette conversation. File-moi la plaque.
I am glad to. It is inscribed with a script I do not recognize, but it is ancient, almost as if it is older than the plaque bearing Osiris's name. But if that is so, it would imply.
C'est mieux du coup là, choix. Merci. Bon, par contre, c'est du pixel de chez Pixel. Je sais pas pourquoi aujourd'hui ça passe pas. Alors que j'essaye de récupérer tout ça.
But this, I cannot accept. I sense a deception. Perhaps it is the work of Set, the usurper, seeking to undermine Osiris once more. You must think me a fool. This work of sacrilege must be destroyed, thrown into the black abyss below in Osiris's name. You are too late. It is done. It could not have gone any other way. Now the
Je m'en vais.
good. Be gone from this place. Wait. You are planning to.
Bah bien sûr.
Oui.
Allez. You. Allez, maintenant on s'enfuit. On s'enfuit. On s'enfuit. On s'enfuit. On évite les pics-piqueurs. On évite le truc. Je m'enfuis. Elle s'enfuit. Hop là. Hop là, j'ai appuyé sur le bouton. Planquez-vous. Je suis dans le mur.
When I told you that you would not, that you do not be a fool. I disagree. I warned you against coming down here, against perpetuating. You have undermined and dishonored the true God of the underworld. How did you think this would end, if not with bloodshed? Very well, I will listen. But if I sense deception, or if you further insult my gods, I will carry out my threat. So tell me, why should I let you live after you salvaged this instrument of blasphemy? Why? To what end? But why? What business could you have with Osiris?
Alors.
Blasphemous fool! You have sealed your own.
Mais j'ai pas blasphémé.
Good. I welcome it. You see, the philosopher told me that each time I can.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
C'est pas moi qui ai blasphémé, c'est toi là. Yo. C'est par là. C'est par là. C'est par là. Bon. Elle est. Maintenant, elle veut cuire, pas mourir. C'est quoi ce chargement en pleine course là? Allez, on y court. Let's go, bonsaï. Bonsaï. Non, vous m'avez pas vu. J'ai senti la flèche dans mon fesse. Non, 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 non. Tu m'as loupé, tu m'as loupé, tu m'as loupé, tu m'as loupé. Tu m'as loupé. Tu me loupes, tu me loupes, tu me loupes. L'autre, elle est en face de moi, je crois. Bon, ouïe. Je sais même pas s'il fallait que je vienne là, mais bon. Ouf. Attends, j'ai plus ma plaque. Pourquoi j'ai pas ma... Pourquoi j'ai pas ma plaque? J'ai loupé... J'ai loupé la corde. Pardon, j'ai pas eu le temps de couper. Par contre, bah, on a une deuxième chance, ok?
When I told you that you I disagree. You have very wise. Why? To what end? But why? Blasphemous fool! You have
encore un blasphemous.
Good. I can.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
J'ai encore raté. Ah bah j'ai pas eu le temps cette fois-ci. J'ai refait la même bêtise, j'ai demandé la même chose, hein, c'est ça.
When I told you that you will, I disagree. You have very wise. Why? To what end? But why? Blasphemous fool! You have sealed.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
J'arrive même plus à courir là. Mais comment tu veux que je te blasphémose pas, toi? Dès que je te dis quelque chose, tu grognes. Chiant.
When I told you that you will, you very wise. Why? But why? Blasphemous, suicidal fool! You have sealed your...
many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Je peux pas. Qu'est-ce que je lui fais à celui-là?
When I told you that you would not find a way back,
Non, il y aura pas rage quitte.
not a prediction that you. I disagree. You very wise. Then you admit it. You wish to many we prepared to have and yet did. Blasphemer! You have sealed your.
Encore un
The
petit
many
film.
shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Bon. Comment ça, Chouki Chacha? J'ai beau de causer à lui, je peux pas savoir quoi que ce soit. Mais j'ai fait tous les dialogues là. Qu'est-ce que j'ai oublié comme dialogue?
I disagree. You have undermined and very well. Why should why? To what end? But why?
Attends, tu crois que si je te mens, tu vas... Je peux pas le confronter, je peux pas libérer tout le monde, je vais lui mentir.
What do you know about honoring the Lord of Silence? You speak the truth. Indeed, it seems we have all been deceived. Many of my ancestors endured great hardship to live good lives so that we may descend to the Duat in death and be judged accordingly. We prepare to have our hearts weighed on Anubis' scales and to swear ourselves innocent of sin before the 42 assessors of Ma'at. And yet, I arrive here to find the Book of the Dead contained only a seed of truth. And now I ask myself, did our priests steal and embellish the stories of an older people and feed us lies all our lives simply to trick us into obedience? Blasphemer!
Encore non, mais arrête de blasphémous là, tu me saoules.
Good. I welcome. I can only hope one more trip.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. On va faire... On va pas faire Blasphemous, on va faire Positus là. On va faire la petite Positus là. Tranquille, parce que là, il m'énerve, monsieur. Je vais aller faire ma petite pause. Merci de nous avoir regardé YouTube. À bientôt, prenez soin de vous. Bye bye.